We are joined now by cornerback Kobe Bryant. Kobe, if you would, give us an opening statement about your excitement of being in the playoff this Friday before we open up for questions.
It's definitely a blessing. I just want to give a shout out to God. Without him, none of this would be possible. So I'm definitely excited.
Our first question comes from Jameson Williams.
Hey Kobe, there was some talk yesterday from the Alabama side about them feeling like the underdog this season. Obviously, the betting line would have you guys as the underdog in this game, but I'm curious what you kind of thought about that messaging coming from Alabama's side.
They have their opinion. So I just really don't pay attention to the outside noise. I'm just focusing on the team and how we can get better each and every day. So I really don't try to pay attention to the outside noise and just stay locked in and be the leader I can be for this team.
What about you personally? Do you feel like you guys are the underdog in this game from your perspective?
Like I said, I try not to pay attention to being the underdog or who says what. Like I said, I just focusing on being a better leader for this team and going out and executing and have a great game on Friday.
Our next question comes from Owen Racer.
Can you talk about what you're seeing in Jameson Williams' film?
Yeah, he's an explosive receiver. He has great speed. I respect his game. He's a vertical threat down the field. So I definitely respect him in his game.
Next question comes from Joseph Hoyt.
Hey, Kobe, this is Joseph Hoyt from the Dallas Morning News. A lot has been talked about Ahmad Gardner's development, going from a 150-pound wide receiver to being the corner he is today. I'm just curious from another corner in the room, what was he like when he first got there? Could you kind of see the talent pretty immediately and then just see that a little development could take him a long way?
Absolutely. I saw it from day one. That's kind of why me and him have such a great relationship. From day one, I took him under my wing, as my little brother. I saw it from the first day he stepped on campus, and just to watch his growth from day one up until now is impeccable. I actually just complimented him on that not too long ago, just to see his body change and him getting faster, stronger, bigger. It's definitely been fun to watch and be a part of.
And one quick follow-up. It kind of seems like a lot of you guys have been talking all season about how to block out the noise, and it seems like that's a really important thing for you in this team. Was that something maybe as a team you guys talked about in the beginning of the season? Can you maybe trace that back to somewhere?
Absolutely. That was the message from day one. We're all we got, meaning, the team is all that matters right now, and just staying focusing on how we can get better each and every week. I always go back to, the famous quote of Kobe Bryant, the job's not finished, and that goes from day one up until now, so we're just staying humble and hungry.
Thanks, Kobe.
Next question comes from Charlie Potter.
Yeah, hey, Kobe. Just when you're looking at film, what stands out most about Alabama quarterback Bryce Young?
Just how confident and poised he is, just for him to be only a sophomore, I have the utmost respect for him, just being poised and, playing quarterback isn't easy. And, just to not get rattled by anything and, playing on the stage that he's played on, it just shows me a lot about him and his character.
Our next question comes from Johnny Congdon.
Hey, Colby. Obviously, with John Mechie being injured, Alabama comes into this game with the exception of Jameson Williams. They got a lot of young receivers, whether it be Ja'Cory Brooks, Trayshawn Holden. As a veteran defensive back, do you feel like that's something that you guys have to your advantage, that maybe you and your fellow cornerbacks might be able to play a little bully ball with some of these younger receivers, maybe get in their head early on?
It doesn't matter who lines up in front of us. We are going to treat all our opponents the same. We respect all our opponents. Just go out and play our game. You just can't do anything extra, just be out of character. We just have to be ourselves. And like I said, just play our game and, dominate the way that we know how to dominate.
And then just a quick follow-up. Is there anything from Bryce that you've seen on film, Bryce Young, of course, that maybe stands out that maybe the average football fan at home isn't seeing, is rather mentally, physically? Is there something that he does better than any other quarterback you've studied?
I would say he has a great deep ball. He throws the ball really well and smooth. And I honestly respect him. And like I said, just how poised he is and confident, and he just doesn't get rattled by, if they're down or, anything. It's just that I respect that.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Michael Casagrande.
Have you seen anybody with the same kind of speed as Jameson Williams, and how do you handle someone, a track star type speed guy as a corner?
We face speed every day. We have fast receivers ourselves. Tyler Scott, Trey Tucker. Even Mike Young. He has speed. Alec Pierce, obviously. So we face speed every day. So just like I said, just playing our game and being confident. We just can't get out of character for someone being fast or anything. Just being ourselves and, like I said, just dominating the way that we know how to dominate.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Dan Tortora.
Just what you can say about, I asked your teammate about a chip on your shoulder, feeling like the underdog. Do you guys get a sense of that from the outside in, obviously, but the inside out? Do you ever view yourselves as underdogs, especially in a game like this?
No, I can go back to, having a chip on our shoulders, absolutely. That's what Coach Fick preaches from day one. That's the type of guys that he wants on his team. And, as a leader, you just try to pride yourself in being a leader for the team and, just telling those guys, there's always more work to be done and, just going out and being great on game days.
Our next question comes from Joe Danneman.
Joe Danneman from Fox 19 in Cincinnati. Hey, Kobe, are you able to enjoy, because bowl week is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have events and do things like that. I know COVID has changed things a little bit. Are you still able to enjoy this week and do some things as a team, the kind of events that you were expecting?
Absolutely. I'm blessed. I'm with my brothers, my coaches, and most importantly, it's football. Football is supposed to be fun. This is the game that I've been playing since I was 6 years old. So absolutely I'm having fun. It's what I want to do. You work so hard from day one just to get up to this opportunity, but like I've continuously preached, the job's not finished. So absolutely I have fun, but it's also work to be done.
And to follow up, are you wearing number 8 in the bowl game for Kobe?
Yes, absolutely.
Our final question comes from Owen Racer. Owen, go ahead with your question. All right, that'll do it, Kobe. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
This concludes our Zoom interview session. The full transcript, along with video and audio files, will be distributed via email and posted in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic section of the College Football Playoff Media Portal. To gain access to the portal, send an email to licensing@catapultsports.com. Thank you again for